Candace Owens and her crowd of conspiracy theorists are claiming that people near Charlie Kirk were making suspicious hand gestures before the shooting that were potential signals to the shooter. Two main people got accused of doing this: Dr. Frank Turek, a Christian apologist who was Charlie's mentor, and Dan Flood, Charlie's security director, who was standing beside him. The theory is that they were somehow signaling Tyler Robinson, or whoever the shooter was, on a rooftop to take the shot. Let me explain why this is completely insane. Tyler Robinson was 142 yards away on a rooftop with a rifle and a scope. He had a direct line of sight to Charlie. He could see him sitting there, hence how he shot him. Why would he need hand signals? Oh, the guy I can clearly see through my rifle scope is still sitting there? Thanks for the signal. I had no idea. Folks, this makes zero sense. And if there was a conspiracy involving Charlie Kirk's security personnel and the shooters, why would they do it in front of 3,000 people with cameras? Why would they not just poison him or stage a car accident, make it look natural instead of doing obvious hand signals in front of 3,000 people? And the second part of debunking these conspiracy theories is even more ridiculous than the first, because what Candace and her followers don't have is any way of proving that the hand signals supposedly that Frank Turek and Dan Flood did are anything but Frank Turek moving his hat to get the sun out of his eyes and Dan Flood moving his sleeve because it was itchy. It's utterly ridiculous, okay? Frank Turek responded directly to this conspiracy theory, and his exact words were, "I was just adjusting my hat." And until we have extenuating evidence that that's not the case, which we don't have, we have to believe him. And the fact that Candace and her followers think they can accuse him without any solid evidence is just indicative of where their true motives lie. Next up, you got Dan Flood, Charlie's security director. Conspiracy theorists were saying that Flood made strange arm gestures before the shooting. Again, they have no way of proving, and I would challenge any of them who are watching this video to put it down in the comments. They have no way of proving that what Dan Flood did was anything but normal arm movements that we all do when we're standing there for an extended period of time. And you know what Flood did after the shooting? He was the first person to reach Charlie. He threw his body on top of Charlie to shield him. He helped carry Charlie to the SUV. He rode in the van to the hospital while him and other members of the security team were desperately trying to stop the bleeding and save Charlie's life. Dan Flood is a former Marine. His job was protecting Charlie Kirk. He failed to protect him that day, and that's going to haunt him for the rest of his life. And now he's being accused of murdering him for moving his arms at an event where he was standing there for a long time working security. Folks, Frank Turek adjusted his hat. Dan Flood was doing his job. Tyler Robinson could see Charlie without any hand signals. This is not fair investigation. You have to understand this is clickbait. Taking people who watch their friend die and accusing them of murder because they moved their arms. Frank Turek said it best, quote, "There's a difference between possibility and evidence. Give me evidence. Oh, you don't have any? Then shut up."